if I was your brother. That phrase, if I was your brother, has changed the course of my cancer treatment, not once, but twice now. I'll tell you how. The first time, I had to get a serious surgery done, and it was an extensive surgery. I was going to lose a part of my body, intestines, and the other option was going in and trying to fix it. I was speaking to the surgeon, and the surgeon said, "Look, I'm a surgeon, and we love a challenge. So if you tell me that you don't want to lose this piece of your colon and you want me to go in and scrape it and try to fix it that way, I can, but your overall quality of life will be inferior versus if you decide to go ahead with the APR surgery and get a colostomy bag." And it's obviously a difficult decision to make. Um, Losing a part of you and piece of your body um, versus getting a very intensive surgery in hopes of fixing something and possibly ending worse off for it. So I couldn't decide. I kept going back and forth. I'm like, and in the middle, the surgeon said, "If you were my brother, I would recommend you this." And in that moment, the surgeon um, had established enough trust with me that I said, "You know what? If I was your brother, you would do this. Then, all right, let's go with this." Now, mind you, all health professionals by default are designed to give all kinds of disclaimers, all kinds of neutral statements, make no promises, make no sweeping statements. They try to be as diplomatic as possible in most situations, and in this case too, the surgeon easily could have just stayed neutral and let me make the decision, because both decisions or both options had huge downsides. Could have had huge downsides. It was a serious surgery, and that phrase, "If I was your brother, you would choose this." All right, let's go ahead with it. So my surgery or the course of my treatment was altered because of this phrase. Second time, about a year and a half later, after the first incident, I was in doctor's office, and again, I was met with these chemo options, both of which were not ideal. They were going to affect my neuropathy. They were going to affect how I felt. They were going to affect how I like what forms of treatment or what drugs I put in my body long term. And at one point, I remember the original saying and original surgeon's words. And in the middle of it, now I had already decided to go with A, so I said, "All right, let's go with A, option A. Let's go." Neither of them are ideal, but if I have to pick, I'll pick option A. And I had turned down the option B. And just as the doctor was leaving, I said, "Hold on. If I was your brother, what would you recommend?" And he said, and this is where you put the onus on them. You give them the freedom to be more honest with you. Drop the diplomatic sentences and the neutrality. You allow them to give you unfiltered advice. Also treat you as their own, and uh, you make it more subjective. Right now, this is when their subjective opinion comes out. And the second I said, "Hey, if I was your brother, what would you recommend?" He said, "If you were my brother, I would recommend you go with option B. And you can do it this way, this way, this way, take it this way, this way, this way." And I said, "You know what? I was on the fence either way. And your words again, if I was your brother, you would do this. All right, let's go with this." And then we went with option B. So that's an interesting statement in my, and you know what, after the way it's played out in my life now, I truly see the meaning or the weight behind the statement. You are putting the other person on. You are giving the other person an ownership. You are giving them responsibility to treat you as their own and not just be neutral and diplomatic. And um, I think it has, I would say, been beneficial for me. Been beneficial for my treatment. It has been beneficial for how I've proceeded with my treatment. So yeah, I mean, here's a statement, here's a tip. I guess it's not a tip. I'm trying to stay neutral. I'm not trying to make any promises, but you guys can use this phrase in your life with your treatment if you want, with your doctors. See if it works for you. It did for me. So anyway, till next time.